It's like life is in the fourth quarter. It's crunch time and I need a scorer. Ready to be in the game and not a bench warmer.
A beta male man is a man who cannot take rejection. He tried to maybe pursue a woman. She didn't do, what he may like or respond or, give him a message, give her number. He got in his feelings and he's overly emotional. Welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, SoFly Energy Eli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. So today we are going to speak about beta males. Now, we're going to go over a few points and signs to decipher whether you are a beta male or not. Beta male is another term that we've heard a lot over the last, I would say, 5 to 10 years that we have heard online in regards to certain men, certain characteristics that they develop and have, and just diving more into just who those people are and what they can be. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1, highly emotional. Now, a beta male man is highly emotional. A beta male man is a man who cannot take rejection. He tried to maybe pursue a woman. She didn't do, what he may like or respond or, give him a message, give her number. He got in his feelings and he's overly emotional. See, a beta male man that's highly emotional is the opposite of what a real alpha male is. He is probably closer to an actual woman than an actual man. His characteristics, show certain aspects in his life of him just being very, just highly emotional and highly soft. His mentality is not there. He's unstable. He's always feeling in a way of, I can't do this, or since I can't do it, I'm just gonna overreact. He's very angry. Those type of guys typically don't hit men. Believe it or not, they'll hit a woman before they hit a man. They'll lash out on a woman before they hit a man, and it's always that way, and it's that pattern. So they're very emotional, overly emotional for a man. Now listen, we all have emotions, but we know that women carry more estrogen. Women do have more emotion and emotional side than a man does. So a man should not be overly or highly emotional in his feelings or certain things that he may be going through. He should be able to rationalize things and then therefore make a decision. He should not always be able to, feel like he's gonna crash out, as they say, over the smallest things. I see all the time guys who can't take rejection from a woman when they are trying to pursue them, and they do the most outlandish things just because a woman said, no thank you, I'm fine. No, you can't have my number. No, I'm not interested. Don't be that guy, fellas. Don't be highly emotional. Learn to rationalize, learn to decipher, and move on accordingly. So now let's get into number 2. Number 2, they cannot take criticism. Now, they may have asked you and told you, hey, I want to start a new business. I want to, incorporate certain things in my life. And then you give them the real raw truth, and then they get offended, they get in their feelings. Listen, a beta male, that's what he's gonna do. He can't take criticism, whether it's constructive or not, as he sees it. It's criticism and he doesn't like to hear it. He wants a yes man. And those type of individuals, ladies, as a man, you don't wanna be involved with a beta male. You don't, because no one can ever tell him anything. He always feels as though he has to be right. He always feels as though he has to be in control, even when the situation doesn't call for him to even be in control. He can't take any advice. He can't take anyone telling him anything. And like I said, this goes back to point number 1. He gets in his emotions. He gets in his feelings. No one can tell him anything. He always has the right answer, or he always has an answer that he wants to address. Those type of men, ladies, you do not want to be involved with, because they are highly, like I said, going back to number 1, highly emotional and highly, hard of hearing, meaning they cannot listen to anyone but themselves. So you want to have someone who can rationalize his feelings. You want to have someone who can rationalize his emotions. And you also want to have someone who can listen to your advice. Now to point number 3. Now our last and final sign is sign number 3. A beta male depends on women. Now listen, I know we live in a big, wide world, and none of us can do anything, quote unquote, solely on our own. But these men that solely depend on women for everything, they are the beta males. They are the males that you don't want to associate yourself with, because they can't do anything. Oh, can I borrow your car? Oh, can I have a few dollars? Oh, can I do this? They solely depend on women, and that is a baby boy syndrome that they are dealing with and going through. So now it's transferred over to adulthood, and they carry those things over. They can't even go in and pay a bill without, oh, but mom, I don't know how to do this, or baby, I don't. Listen, they're not independent. They always need to be held and guided by a woman in everything they do. And those men that you don't want to be involved with, ladies, they always need a woman to do something. They depend solely on a woman for how they live, how they eat, a roof overhead, clothes on their back, whatever it may be. You don't want to be with men like this. You want a man that can stand on his own too, no matter what he's faced with, no matter what he's going through. And you know that he's gonna push through and do what he needs to do and not solely depend on you. So nevertheless, hey, this was a short and quick one. I hope this video helps you guys. Listen, don't be a beta male. You wanna be an alpha. Don't be a beta male, okay? So listen, jot down, and continue to rehearse this over and over again. Once again, my name is Energy Eli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe. Hey, I'm out. Believe.